Hi, everyone. Hello.
It's cracking, homeboys.
Oh, my name's Trent.
Sully.
Today, we're doing a tier list, guys. Yes. For our first ever video, we decide what better way to divide 80% of our community than make a tier list. So, that's exactly what we're doing. So, 80% doesn't agree with our picks. Some people get triggered, people get pissed off, but you know what? It's whatever, Alright, so here's what we're working with, alright? So we have every single COD, we have tiers ranging from S to never played. Let's start in chronological order, how about that? So let's start with COD 4. So this is more in your position, where you think the game ranks. Because for the campaign start view, obviously, I'd probably put it at A or B, but I've never played the multiplayer, so I kind of want you to, kind of explain where you think we go.
A tier.
Okay, explain why.
Well, this game changes the franchise, and if this game was the worst Call of Duty, I don't think we'd be able to have literally every single Call of Duty we have in this day and age. The first three Call of Duties, they were based on World War II. People got bored of that. Infinity War back then, they just wanted to try something. It was like, hey, let's make a nut on Call of Duty. People liked it, and the franchise continued. I don't think any of these Call of Duties would exist.
Exactly.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Alright, and then, that's a fair point. Now let's move on to Call of Duty World at War, which is the next one. Now, this is one I played a lot. I would probably rank it in A tier, just like COD 4, mainly because it's basically just a reskin. But in my opinion, it included probably one of the best game modes and one of the most recognizable game modes in Call of Duty, which is Zombies. Call of Duty World at War, it's great A tier. Now let's move on to MW2.
The original MW2.
MW2. Yeah.
Everything was literally overpowered in this game. I don't care who you are or what the hell you are. Everything in this game was so broken, but at least it was fun. Spec Ops was nice. The campaign was...
Spec Ops was great. Campaign was great.
It's just the soundtrack was up there, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Alright, now let's move on to Black Ops 1. Now, in my opinion, Black Ops 1 is not my favorite game, but that's just me. Like, in my opinion, out of all Black Ops series, this is, like, my least favorite. I know. It's more divide from the community. Probably not 81%.
I love Black Ops 1. The zombies, the campaign, the sounds, the characters we got.
Okay, that's true, yeah.
The multiplayer is the same thing, but less smoother than the original MW2.
From your standpoint,
I love the original Black Ops, but you know what? Yeah.
Alright, next, MW3. Well, I mean, it kind of was a copy and paste MW2. The survival mode was great, I will give it that. Survival mode was lots of fun. Not better than Zombies, so definitely gotta give it that. But really, the multiplayer, I never really played for. The campaign ending was great. The ending of the trilogy was great. I think it was definitely decent. I put it in probably A or B tier at most. What do you think?
I think A tier. I enjoyed the crap out of MW3 at the time. This game had its problems, but at least they fixed it. But now it's balanced now.
Do what, FMG9s?
Oh my god, it's a little broken. I don't know. They were fun to use, but they were so strong.
And of course, we can't forget about the MW2's dual-wield model 1986. Next up, Black Ops 2. By far, S tier. Yeah, best Call of Duty ever. There's no better Call of Duty than this, alright? If you say there's a better Call of Duty than this, you're either out of your mind or you're just a little crazy. But
I love the multiplayer.
Multiplayer was amazing. Alright, Zombies was amazing. I know a lot of people say, oh, you only say Black Ops 2 Zombies is great because of Mob of the Dead and Origins. Not really. I like Buried. Thought Buried was great. Nuketown was great. Town was great.
Farm and that Bus Depot. I would have put... I love it, but I just wish there was more maps.
At some point, but when we get to Cold War, obviously we'll know about much maps. Alright, next up we have Call of Duty Ghosts. In my opinion, Ghosts was terrible at launch, but it did get better as the game progressed, but not many people were there to see it, so I put it probably in C tier though. It's a decent game on its own, but really, when COD Ghosts first came out, did you think it was going to be about Simon Riley?
I mean,
I thought it was.
The trailer looked great, but at the time, I didn't pay attention. It was like, why can't I find people? Where is everybody?
Dude, Stonehaven. Dude, what were they thinking?
I wouldn't mind if Call of Duty Ghosts was the default 12v12, and then whenever the DLC came out, 6v6. But of course, I don't think the consoles back then could handle 12 people in one server.
And then of course the terrible DLC Freefall.
Well, that was potato. Like, you feels like you're getting sick.
Yeah, but COD Ghosts was a decent game, but Extinction obviously failed. And of course then they learned their lesson. But my biggest complaint really with COD Ghosts is how they kind of left us off with the cliffhanger. It's been over a decade. We got nothing about the cliffhanger of the end of Ghost, so that's still something I really want to know about. Next up, Advanced Warfare. For the futuristic game, it did alright. Obviously, though, people weren't entwined because, like, futuristic stuff wasn't really what people wanted. Because Black Ops 2, it took us a little bit into the future, but not too much. And, like, 2025 literally is next year. It's crazy to think about. I'd probably put it at a B or C. High C at most if you're going to put it at C tier. What do you think?
B tier. Hear me out. they really update the graphics.
That's true.
The
There's
gameplay.
some very beautiful things to see.
Definitely one of the prettiest games in the Call of Duty franchise.
You're definitely not my favorite, but it was honestly fun. You know, this is the only Call of Duty, by the way, to have 3 separate game modes. You know, they launch a campaign, multiplayer, and then it's either survival or zombies. But they did both. They have survival and zombies. It's not launched. Zombies wasn't launched. It was DLC, but still,
Okay, I'm crazy.
a lot of content will keep you packed. You know, survival could have been done a bit better. Now, Black Ops 3. I love BO3. BO3 was very revolutionary. It's the first game to add specialists.
They were strong.
But Black Ops 3 did pretty well, I think, in the futuristic era, and the zombies is top tier in that game for sure. Definitely, I think Black Ops 3 is the best zombies. I mean, you can disagree with me, you can agree with me. In terms of storyline, anyways,
The campaign, nobody liked the campaign in this game. It made absolutely no sense.
That's what stopped this from
you?
being S tier. Is the campaign really was just, it doesn't make any sense.
I didn't play much of BO3 during launch day, but later I started playing it a lot more.
I didn't play it during launch day, but I got it like, you know, when the Giant and Shadows of Evil were the only maps. I got to see the game grow, which is really nice. It's nice to see a COD game grow, honestly. Next up is Infinite Warfare, and it's kind of funny because every person I see talk about Infinite Warfare, it's like, oh, I didn't really play much of this game, but I have played a little bit of it. The game it's okay. I wouldn't put it at B, I put it at C because it was the last futuristic game. I think people are already sick of future type games. And the specialists in the game were kind of meh. You know, Zombies was pretty good. I think all the locations you went to and like, you know, the style and the time was very unique. But why would you play Infinite Warfare as Zombies when you have like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3,
They're really
even Cold
underrated.
War? Alright, moving on. We have World War II, Call of Duty World War II. Now this game is pretty good. A lot of people actually hate this game. I don't know why. It's pretty good. It really isn't bad. And I remember was with this game on day one. I remember buying this game day one. I remember getting the special calling card that only people can get to pre-order the game. I still got that. It was pretty cool, honestly. The game was, you know, full of bugs, obviously, but it was still pretty fun. It was a nice callback to World at War, but it definitely wasn't, you know, it was no World at War. Yeah, this game was pretty good. I really have nothing bad to say about this game, other than it was just everything was just kind of mediocre. Zombies was mediocre, multiplayer was pretty mediocre, the weapons we got were pretty mediocre.
Gore Streaks weren't that strong.
Yeah,
they weren't that cool.
No, and LMGs were like really broken in that game to the point where
strong
it
as
was
hell.
kind of unplayable. Really.
Incendiary rounds.
I actually didn't mind if people use that because I could still kill them before it killed me. So yeah.
I wait for a PS Plus 2020
Yeah,
somewhere.
see this man over here.
I'm broke. I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Alright, moving on. Black Ops 4. Now this game,
Ooh,
in my opinion,
I played a lot of it. It existed.
gonna be a little controversial, but I put it at A or B tier.
This game's not perfect.
This game's not perfect, but it was tons of fun. Sure, like put it like, you know, high B. Yeah, like in front of those two, basically.
What? Oh,
Fun. I really enjoyed Blackout. Blackout
was amazing.
It was
I had
tons
fun
of
in
fun.
it.
Yes.
Besides the broken, what was it?
The grenades.
Daemon? The grenades are stupid.
The
It makes no
grenades?
sense.
Yeah.
You can be barely next to it, and it somehow takes your whole team in one nade. It makes absolutely no sense. Treyarch, fix your stupid explosives. God damn! What else? We had
There was some that was broken at the time.
That was broken. That was strong as hell.
VMP in multiplayer.
I don't know whose idea was it. I don't care if he had the second best SMG at launch, the best SMG at launch, which was the SOG 9mm. That was
pretty
literally one of the best SMGs in the game. But since the VIP hopped in it, everyone's just spamming it. And I'm just like, okay, this game sucks. When this game launched, it was hard to get weapons. The chances of just getting all the new weapons, you had to get them a supply drop. And supply drops in this game weren't broken. They were slightly better than BO3's.
Of course, we forgot about supply drops.
Oh, I forgot World War II had some pretty good supply
doesn't
drops.
matter. Okay, Zombies was it was alright. I mean,
okay.
it wasn't my favorite. There was some interesting Easter eggs. Though. It's gonna be ironic, but the most enjoyable part of this game was Blackout, in my opinion. Good memories, good times. Next up, Modern Warfare 2019. Gonna be honest, I didn't like this game. This game was nothing special. I remember just the amount of people were like, oh, this game's amazing, this game's revolution. No, it's not. Who thought it was a good idea to add doors and double sprint? That's stupid. Like, seriously? You want me to break my freaking PS5 controller? Do you know how shitty those things are made? You're gonna break that button, bro. And just the way the game plays, it feels so, like, it feels unnatural. Weapons in general.
Double Claymore 725 sitting in the corner. If there was no counter equipment perk in the game. See, like, I would have put this higher B or A. But this game has a lot of problems.
It
725
just
was a really strong shotgun. I think I played it during the beta.
Like, what the hell did it do to survival? They messed up completely, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know what they did.
If I had to compare 19 survival to MW3's original survival, I'd be like, okay, I'm definitely choosing MW3. And
Juggernauts, like, they
Are
don't
super
die.
strong.
They're super strong. And remember that one time when you were playing survival where it was glitched where you couldn't even buy guns?
yeah, they.
What was, like, how
I
did
think
you
they-
mess that up so bad?
Yeah, this could have been cool. I do like the updated sounds. I like how they did to the Call of Duty series.
Yeah, the campaign, I gotta say though, was amazing. But like everything else, the game is just, it sucks or just doesn't make sense.
The map design makes no. Don't get me wrong.
Freddy's Bridge.
19 had
Freddy's
some.
Bridge.
Who designed that map?
Piccadilly, Grosvenor Red. Like, who made these maps, bro? Like, they're all terrible. Like, there's no like good. Is there any good map in that game?
Hackney Yard.
Well, yeah. Besides that one. Next up, Cold War. Instant A tier. I'm gonna say it. Cold War is great. Maybe controversial, but Cold War is amazing. This game is so much fun.
I've had a lot of fun, even though this game has problems. But at least Treyarch, they fixed it.
Yeah. I gotta say.
Tech 9.
Oh my god.
Pre-patch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We're gonna-
Marshall's pre-patch.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Cold War was great, and it's the most fun I've ever had in a COD game in a long time, due to
Me
one
too.
game mode, VIP Escort. That game mode is the best game mode I've ever played in any Call of Duty ever. It is literally the perfect game mode because it basically promotes teamwork in the best way possible. You have to cover your teammates as well as know where the enemies are coming from, and it's better because you can't just sit in the back of the map with a sniper and expect to get kills like that. Plus, you're just an a-hole if you do that. But
Jackass.
you have to actually move. You have to actually physically move. You can't just sit in a corner and expect to win. If you're VIP, you need to play strategically. Your teammates have to play strategically. And Call of Duty over the years has lost its strategy, type game. And I think that game mode really empowered this game. I know no one plays it, but if any of you have Call of Duty Cold War, guys, go
Give it a try.
give
I
VIP
think you will
Escort
not
a
be
try.
disappointed.
Alright. Campaign was pretty good. Okay, Zombies was great. Being able to upgrade your perks in Zombies, I think was great. Like, it adds more replayability. It makes you want to play the Zombies. It makes you want to actually, advance in the game. It makes you actually want to push to higher rounds so you get more crystals, so you can actually upgrade, your perks, your guns, your pack punch upgrades. You can choose it. You can even get an ammo mod before you upgrade. That's pretty crazy in my opinion. But yeah, I think Zombies was great addition. Wonder weapons were amazing in this game, and I just really wish Cold War got more recognition. I mean, the amount of hate it got, honestly, was ridiculous. This game did not deserve the hate it got. I think bringing back maps from BO1 and 2 were great. I think my favorite maps are actually the ones they brought back. Raid, it's great now. Express, it's great. Zoo, great. Driving's pretty great. Anyways, though, moving on. COD Vanguard, instant F tier.
This game sucks.
This game was something. I regret buying the Ultimate Deluxe Edition. I wasted so much money on this game, and I regret every single second. This game was bad. Straight up. The zombies, I don't know what they were thinking. I literally played it like a few times, and then I gave up. And like, the last map is just Terra Maledicta, but in a different color. Like, what were they thinking? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like, am I playing a different game or am I playing a round-based game? It makes no sense.
It was basically Outbreak from Cold War, which is like, who likes Outbreak? I mean, seriously, come on. Outbreak wasn't the best in Cold War, but it was decent, I guess, for its time.
I like the idea.
Still. The idea was, it was great, but it just doesn't work in Call of Duty. We'll put it that way. Multiplayer, so many bugs.
It was
flying
okay.
up on the map. I mean,
Wait, how do people fly around?
Did you not see Wildcat's videos where like he was glitching the shield and then he flew up in the air? Like, how does that get past?
How the hell does that even? I didn't see that.
How do you not notice a game-breaking thing that big? Like, you're a AAA studio. How do you miss stuff like that? Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to talk about Vanguard. It's hurting my head. So let's move on. All right. Next up, MW2. I just want to say, MW2, I didn't play this game. This is all on this guy. So go ahead and explain best you can. I'm gonna have to sit this one out because I honestly have no idea.
I liked it. The campaign was okay. Multiplayer was fun, but I wouldn't say it's better than all of these Call of Duties we went through. Frick. You know what?
Put in D. You know what? Screw it. These games are terrible.
It was fun a little bit, and I just stopped playing because I don't understand the progression system. You had to use this gun, then unlock that gun, then unlock this gun.
That was annoying. I didn't
It was annoying. The tuning system, I like that. It was interesting at first, but the attachments are ridiculously heavy for no reason. This tiny suppressor makes my gun from fast to ridiculously slow. Sometimes the attachments don't make sense. See, at least at 19, there's some attachments in this game that barely make a difference on SMGs. You do not want to put no stock on any other gun without any recoil control attached. Your gun's gonna get going flying like uncontrollable.
Next up, Modern Warfare 3. We didn't
I
play
didn't
this
play
game, but you know what? Looking at what other people are saying, I think it's pretty obvious we can rank it at D or F tier.
I just put never played.
We'll put never played, yeah. And then for these things, we never played the original COD, so you can just put them in there. The original Warzone, I guess we can rank that. Original Warzone was actually lots of fun. I put it in B or A tier. I actually like the original Warzone. I would like if they actually brought this OG Warzone back. I thought the OG Warzone was actually pretty fun. But if they brought the OG Warzone back, I'd hella go back and play it. 100%. And Warzone 2, I didn't really play it.
It's literally the same thing, but
Just
different
worse.
map. I wouldn't say it's worse.
Okay, then where would you rank it then?
Honestly, I gotta go C tier. I don't know. I did have some fun in with it, but I wouldn't say it's better than the original Warzone.
And here you go, guys. This is all of our rankings. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
If any of you guys have different opinions on where you think rankings would be, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you guys agree with most of this list, go ahead and let us know as well. We'll just catch you guys in the next video. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great, safe day, and goodbye.
See you, crackheads.